Wow, would you look at that? Look at the difference. That's finished, and that's what it looked like before. That is unbelievable. You are gonna love this job. If you got something like this that you need to get handled, we sandblasted this. This is what it looked like before. It had a little stains and some grout over it. Give us a call. Stick around for the rest of the video and you will see some amazing stuff. All right, welcome back to the job. This is a good one. You guys are gonna love this one. Stick around to the end to see the finished product on this thing. We are here to clean this brick. If you look at this brick with the ugly water stains on it, all right here in this front entry, doesn't even look red anymore. And they got it on the house over there, as you can see, along the bottom of the house there. Some bad marks there. But we went ahead and did a little sample. I don't know if you can see on the house where I did it, but I'll show you up close here. We did a little sample on the back here. Here's the brick on the ground. And we removed this hard water stain. And this is what your brick looks like afterwards. It's a little damp because there's a lot of moisture that's trapped in there. That's what's caused this. So over time this will dry out. You can power wash it. It'll get all that dust off. But we did that little sample on that piece. Did that side of that. This is a little different texture. Doesn't come out quite as great, but definitely comes out a lot redder than it was before. As you can see, there's an old water stain. There's a piece we did right there. We're not doing the concrete yet on this, but they might have us do it once they see how good it looks. So I'll give you a little tour up the front, and I'll bring you guys in when I'm done here and show you the finished product. Man, it's actually coming out a lot nicer than I had thought it would come out. You can see these hard water stains here, and we're hopefully going to clean all that off, and I think it will come off pretty nice. Here's what the house looks like on the front. Beautiful house. Unfortunately, they just painted their window frames green. I'm not sure why they use green, but they like green, so we're not going to be taping anything to that. We're just going to stay away from them. The rebound won't hurt them, but you can see we're here where I did a little sample. This wall here looked just like this wall right here. Pretty amazing, isn't it? It even impressed me, and I see this stuff every day in my life. So it's a little bit lighter, as you can see here where we blasted this bottom section. But man, it sure looks a lot better than that, and I think they'll be able to throw some sealer on there because I do believe the house is sealed. Let's take a close-up look. As you get closer, you really can't tell the difference. See, so here's the part that's undone. I didn't blast on this, so let's come in here. That's what that looks like, unblasted. And as we go down, we get to here where I did blast. See, like that mark right there, I could probably get that off, but you don't really notice it. Down here is the area I did blast. As you can see, there's a little bit white left in there. I'm gonna try to get that out, but we don't want to rough it up too much, but you just almost can't tell. And as you get back, it looks beautiful. All right, here's a brick here that they tried to paint. That's what it looks like. See how the grout's still all messed up? You'd have to go and paint the grout too, or it's just not gonna look right. So, there's the finished product. There's the part that's never been sandblasted. And there's your painted brick. Not the greatest plan. Definitely sandblasting is the way to go. Alright, I never did give you a close-up. We're getting ready to do the front entry, and I never gave you a look at what it looked like before. We've started here and worked along this way, so that's all done. We got a little paint left over from the painter. We'll clean that off. But I wanted you to see what this front entry looks like and how bad it is. It's hard to see in the shade, but there you go. Got a lot of water stains. We just throw up some plastic. It's really hard to tape to this because they just freshly painted all of the window frames and door frames. So that's not a great idea. Wait till the sandblasting's done before you do any painting. Anyways, I think it was an afterthought for them. They didn't know that it would clean up so nice. There's a look at the floor. We're not going to get up into here because it looks fairly well. Nothing up there. So let's just stick to the floor and we'll get that done, and then we'll reveal the whole thing. We're almost done. Just wanted to show you guys this before we moved on. So we got to do along the bottom of there, all the way across the front of this house, down these ugly pillars. Man, look at this brick here. Look at how ugly that is. And we're gonna make that look beautiful. You are gonna be impressed at the finished job on this here. Look at this one. This one is ugly. That's right, Sandblast Extreme. SandblastX.com. Hit the call now button. Give me a ring. Look at this ugly thing. We'll finish this. How about I finish this front section up to over there, and then I'll bring you guys back to show you what that looks like. That's what's great about the internet. I gotta spend hours here working, so here we go. See you in a minute with it done. Boom, there you go. Look at that. That was amazing. That happened so fast for you guys. That's been 2 days for me. So this is the second day we finish it up. And wow, what a difference. Look at how beautiful this is. 30 years of water stains gone. You're gonna have to rewind back if you want to remember what it looks like, because I sure can't. All I know is it looks really good now. There's that mailbox. Turned out real nice. Let's take a walk up here and take a look. Here's what the brick looks like close up. Not too rough. You gotta blast it to get all that white off. See, there's still a little bit in there, but that's deep in the cracks of the brick. So, and a lot of that white kind of deteriorated the bricks, so they were already kind of roughed up from it. We did all these bands here. Everything on the ground. All those. This planter all the way around. Looks beautiful. If you remember what the front of this house looked like, what a difference it is. Look at that. Now, some of this is still pretty wet because, believe it or not, there's a ton of moisture inside of there. And that's what causes that white effervescence. And when you sandblast it off, it still stays wet for a while. You can see the moisture in it still right here. See that? See how it's still wet? And I just came and dusted this off, so the dust and sand kind of sticks to it. You can see it there. But that's just the moisture bleeding out of it. This has been sucking up moisture for years. But man, what a difference. You guys remember this spot? This was one of the worst spots. This was pure white right here. And we brought back that nice color of the brick. I don't know how well you can see because it's later in the afternoon on the second day. Like I said, this is a 2-day deal. There's that lower area we did. We didn't mess up above those windows at all. Did all these bricks here. There's a look at these. So if you guys got a project like this, give me a call. Go on my website, sandblastx.com, and hit the call now button, and you will be talking to me because I answer all the phones around here. Anyways, you can see we did the lower half here. We kind of just cleaned underneath, went around. We didn't really get up in there because a lot of that's just dirt and grime. You can see it's a brown dirt. We should be able just to power wash that and scrub it. So we threw some plastic over this. I don't know if I put the pictures or not, but man, look at this front porch. Wow, it's absolutely gorgeous. If you like brick, it looks beautiful. Look at that. Remember all the water stains where these potted plants were? Left tons of water stains, real dark in there. Looked horrible. But we got her looking good. We didn't go up the wall. I just did kind of clean the lower half. Like I said before, this was all freshly painted. Got a little dust on it. Not too bad, doesn't hurt much. Blew it down clean as we can get it. Definitely don't scrub it, and I don't power wash it, but I do blow everything down. Look at that front porch. That is impressive. That even impresses the sandblaster. But there you go, guys. We went all the way around the side here. Below all the windows. This spot here was really bad. It was almost pure white, that whole thing. And then we went over here on the side, which I don't think I showed you before, and we kind of danced around all this stuff that was freshly painted. Got the AC still covered because we're going to come back and do some sandstone. So if you got some sandstone you need cleaned up, we do that too. So we got back in here the best we could. No reason to get too carried away. But pretty good right up next to all that painted stuff. Doesn't really hurt much. Tried not to get super close, but as long as that paint's thick, it really sticks good. So, but anyways, there it is. So if you got a project like this, you need my help, sandblastx.com, hit the call now button, and you'll be talking to me. My name's Tim, and I hope I can help you out with your project. We'll take one last look at it all the way out to the street. Whoa, almost tripped down that step. That one. Look at that, it looks good. House looks great from the street, man. In a neighborhood like this, they got brick over there on that house. That's all brick. A lot of the houses here are brick. This house here, got a lot of brick on that house. This guy wants me to clean some stuff on the other side of these columns over here, because man, it sure makes people happy when they see it look this nice. That entry looks great. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you'd like to subscribe, that would help me out a little bit. Help me get closer to my monetization so I can make a couple pennies on these videos. But if you just like the video, please give me a thumbs up. That helps out a lot. And hope I answered a lot of your questions. That was just white effervescence is what they call it. That comes over time. It bleeds up out of the earth. The water soaks in there and then it just bleeds out. It just gets whiter and whiter over time. So if I can answer any more questions, put them in the comments below. And other than that, there she is. There's my cleanup crew right there. Christine. All by herself. She swept this whole thing up. Great job, babe. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. Remember, sandblastx.com, and we'll see you on the next job.